The Emperor's New Groove, animated comedy released in the year 2000. It is probably the most absurdist and oddball film from Disney's animation studio. It is centered around Kuzco, an asshole emperor of an empire modeled on the Incas. And at the beginning of the film, he is turned into a talking llama by his ex administrator Yzma. But he manages to get away with his life and ends up in a small village. There, he joins up with Pacha, a down-to-earth peasant, in order to get back to the capital city, revert back to his human form, and punish Yzma and her dumb minion Kronk. So the movie's core strength is the absurdist humor that's both in terms of dialogue and visually speaking, and also as a second strength, the relationship between Cusco and Pacha. Through that relationship, Cusco finally sees the wrong things about himself and manages to start making changes. That's actually also kind of refreshing to have a protagonist in a cartoon, in a Disney cartoon especially, who actually starts off as a gigantic, unlikable douchebag and very, very slowly gets to a place of being kind of bearable. Usually, I think, especially Disney opts for more obviously positive characters right from the beginning. In terms of the animation style, the movie to me looked like a bit of a mix between Hercules and Samurai Jack. I thought it looked fine, but nothing really stood out to me. And in some scenes, especially the backgrounds are kind of simplified and maybe even, you could say, low effort. It doesn't really strike me as a film that wanted to be particularly pretty. It's rather a case of using animation to tell your story, but without showing off the true capabilities of the medium. The humor mostly works. I think the funniest bits are all related to Kronk, who is also kind of an atypical character. He's the muscle wall servant of the main villain, so you'd normally probably expect him to be ruthless and evil, but instead he's just ridiculously daft. But underneath that stupidity, he has a good heart actually. At the end of the day, The Emperor's New Groove will probably not hold a very special place in my memory, but it is decent and enjoyable.